All right, let's talk about this. This is an old topic
Okay.
I had. So let's see how it works out. I can't guarantee you it's so old,
Okay. I like the
but
thumbnail. You sent me the thumbnail. I said, okay, this should be a fun topic.
like, see, that's my cousin on the screen right now. And the
Not real
person,
blood
now,
cousin, but
yeah,
that's your. It is okay. I wasn't
and the
sure.
person taking the picture is Brandon. So Brandon behind the camera, right?
Okay.
I'm in the
Go
car.
ahead.
You just can't see me. My stomach starting to hurt.
Okay.
So you just can't see me. So
Okay.
Brandon's behind the camera,
Uh huh.
and this is my cousin. We went out here.
So this one free to you done. Look, he got to go with you.
Or pause it
Huh?
real quick, because we do a lot of videos, and I think sometimes people think we're picking on women or we being biased. But I like to look at our content, and it's not just based on women. We've done a lot of topics about men, professional men, just regular men. Like it's just people. Sometimes they'll see and pick certain things, but like going to back to the video, well, socks and sandals. That's not socks and slides, I should say. That's not proper firearm attire. You shouldn't
Not for
wear that?
not for training, Brandon. Not for training.
Okay.
You should not have a designated day. You go out here, Brandon behind the camera, and y'all
Uh,
wearing flip flops, and you know good and well you got mosquitoes and ticks down there.
right.
You're supposed to have the proper gear on.
Yeah. So boots, it don't have to be steel toe. What kind of
Closed toe.
okay,
Just like the
closed toe.
fire rays, closed toe.
Okay.
If you ever had a shell stuck between your big toe that came out that gun,
Yeah.
you gonna feel something. You can handle the shells that get in your gun.
That's what I was
Y'all,
getting ready to say.
y'all know you can handle these. These ain't no problem the first
Right.
time, but the rest of them you just keep shooting.
Right. I think that's something people don't think about when you go to the gun range and you shooting a gun and the shells are shooting, jumping out back in your face. Luckily, you got your eyewear on. Hopefully, you have your eyewear on. But that's a real thing that happens. Shell projectiles are. But I'm just saying.
That's what the shell does to you people. If you got regular glasses, they get right here and be burning. You,
but,
yeah.
but that's something people don't think about. Like when you going to shoot a gun at a range or just shooting, at somebody else, it's shells coming out of that gun. There's a bullet going forward and something coming out to the side. So just something to think about.
In self-defense, unless you're in the box, that ain't gonna happen. But in the range, it bounce
Yeah.
off the wall and
Come right.
and you see the side the bullet eject. So this is real life, people. It's always this side right here.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Wait.
That be like, he got add something to it.
Also, real quick, just real quick, I'm gonna say something. How do you feel about, because we talked about safety or feeling safe when you're around a gun or just how do you feel with we'll just say ninjas, we'll just say black people, we'll just say beautiful people, because that's our word for beautiful people. I mean black people, beautiful people. Do you feel comfortable when you just see random people or some people you may have seen before toting guns, like somebody's recording, somebody just pulling guns and
You
stuff
recording? Yeah, you behind this mic.
Okay, I don't feel safe right now. Like my heart is beating a little bit. I'm wondering if they got safeties on. Like what kind of precautions these people are taking.
Well, yes, I feel nervous while shooting the guns around beautiful people. Because if you don't have the insight to comb your head in the morning,
right?
How you gonna have the insight to have that gun off safety in a book bag?
Right.
You don't know, people, but this gun is hot and ready to go.
Right.
Just in a book bag chilling.
Right. And you may remember, I'm pretty sure you do. Remember I had a restaurant and I told you about a guy who may or may not have been working there and carrying a firearm on him while he's working, and how dangerous that could be.
In Brandon's restaurant. Shit, stuff it on his face. Brandon, I noticed your house. But I don't care about your rules, nigga.
Right.
I'm in your house with my gun.
Right.
And if you got a problem, let me know. What you do, Brandon? What did you tell him?
I said you can't do that. Like there's a bunch of different reasons why you can't do that. And you may operate a different way when you're outside in the real world, but in here, like it's some things rules we gotta abide by to keep people safe, to keep me from getting a lawsuit or XYZ. But certain people are gonna do certain things. They always feel like they gotta have a gun on them, so they're gonna, even at work, they're gonna try to have a gun on them.
See, last time I was in Walmart, Columbia, South Carolina, they had
Okay.
a sign: "If you got a gun, just don't let us see it." That's what that. That's what. That's what was on the ticket. They didn't say they abandoned it. They said, "Don't let us see it."
Okay.
This got to be the South right here.
Right. How did you feel reading that? And how
I
do you
ain't
feel?
there. I'm
Okay.
from the
all right,
South, Brendan. Guns are
Okay.
normal. Guns don't scare me.
Okay.
I got
Okay.
one right here. It don't scare me.
I got you. Go ahead.
What scares me is having a rifle with no sights on it.
So what does that
scares
mean?
me.
So what does that mean? That's funny.
That
So
you shoot it like a shotgun, point and aim.
yeah.
No precision.
Yeah. Is that what a rifle was designed for?
No, they need sights.
Okay.
Yeah. It needs sight. At least a front sight, the bare minimum. But this one had none of them.
Right. And he okay with it.
I got a little smitty, man. I ain't doing that special.
Damn. I should buy my little 19 left.
It's a lot of Crocs and sandals.
I let my homeboy bro for the night.
All right, Brandon, did you hear what you just said? Brandon said he wished he brought his 1911 gun, but he let his homeboy borrow it for one night. Now, Brandon, why you do something like that?
Cause man, if your friends say, "Let me hold that gun," he may want to take some pictures with it, may want to flash it. Somebody, he want to scare somebody
for one night.
Yeah, just one night.
And the gun,
he's not gonna try to catch a body or anything like that.
Is the gun in your name, Brandon, or
it's in my
is it
name?
P80?
Well, it should be in my name, but it's no telling
and you
nowadays.
Still let him hold the gun.
Yeah, I let him hold it. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, if your friend said, "Let me borrow a gun for one night," you better make sure that gun got no serial numbers on it.
Right.
Or call the authorities because he about to do something.
Right.
I'm finna shoot the tar bird. How many shots should I shoot that big bitch? Like 8. Damn, 8. That's it.
Man, I don't need to shoot the dog. Man, bullets go, they go. I ain't
I'm trying to let him shoot too. I don't know how many.
I got some.
Well, he got some.
You got some damn bullets.
You want to see if it gonna jam? I want to see if it's sitting in there.
Man, that's a 4-5. Man, that's a fucking 4-5.
I don't give a damn.
Nah, yeah, I'm about to go home. They talking crazy.
What you mean? Which one, brother? They want to shoot 8 shots to test the reliability of a firearm. What's wrong with that?
Yeah, they talking about different calibers and trying different stuff and pointing the gun at me, checking it. I don't feel comfortable when somebody's doing stuff like that.
Should you point guns at people, Brandon?
No, you shouldn't.
Why not?
Because it could accidentally go off. Somebody could trip or they're grabbing it the wrong way. It's easy for a trigger to go off.
A mosquito could. Oh,
right. Anything can happen. So if you don't have to point it at me, why point it at me? You can point it over there or to the ground. But no, right. they want have it at something. Yeah, yeah. Let me see what's going on with this. It's just not necessary.
Now, brother, can you shoot a gun? Do you see any targets out there? Why y'all don't got no targets?
It's no target because these are young ends. They don't really need a target. They just want to let a gun go. They don't have no sights. If you ain't got no scope on your gun, you're not really trying to shoot anything. You're just trying to let a gun off.
Well, hold on, Brandon. Now, I reject that.
Okay.
People in World War II, they didn't have no scopes, and they hit your ass at 100 yards.
You're right, but this is 2025.
30-06.
Yeah, but we've gotten technology. We've got different things, so you can train a lot differently with a gun. You don't necessarily have to do it like they were doing it in the earlier wars. So if you can do it, why not do it?
Well, yeah.
These guns aren't cheap. You might as well. Oh, okay.
been that jam, man. Been ready.
Woo! As soon as you did that, I started getting uncomfortable, and then the
What?
bow went off. Yeah.
What? Wait, you see the gun was pointing
Yeah,
at, right?
yeah, right, right.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. If you shoot 13 rounds from a gun, that is not testing the liability of the gun at all.
Okay.
That's the equivalent of a car manufacturer driving a car for 1,000 miles
Oh, okay.
saying it's a liable car. We just
Yeah.
need if it lasts 1,000, it could go
Yeah.
300,000. 13
Right.
rounds ain't nothing.
But to
Bro, how
them,
many rounds you think you need to test a gun? To
to
put your
really
life on it.
test the
To
gun,
put
I
your
don't
life
know.
on it.
It'll take a long time. It'll take a month of training and get used to the gun and firing it and just seeing how it does over and over and over again for me to be able to be like, okay, I know exactly how this gun's gonna fire. I know how much it's gonna drift or whatnot. So it's just gonna take you a lot of work to master the gun in a way, to trust it like that, to really test it, in my opinion.
To me, about 500 rounds is my minimum.
Okay.
And it can't have zero problems in that 500 round.
Yeah.
I got a Taurus, a small one, pocket. If I
Mhm.
shake it like this, some bitch stop working on your ass.
So would you buy another Taurus based on that experience?
Yes, Taurus,
Okay.
some of the best guns I own.
Okay.
Even better than my Glock.
Okay.
Yeah. But that was just a little cheap little Taurus.
Okay. I got you.
All right, Brandon. When you fire a gun at your waist,
Uh-huh.
now they used to do that back in the day.
What?
No, I got you. They used to do that back in the day, and they still do in defensive training.
Okay.
But Brandon, what are his eyes looking at?
He looking in a different direction than he's aiming. So he may be looking down in the dirt, but he's looking ahead, in my opinion. And his gun, like, it's just hard to really know what you're shooting at if it's not lined up. If a sight's not lined up, I don't really know what I'm shooting at. Like, I can kind of guess, but I don't know. It's you just freestyling. Black people, we be out there freestyling with guns sometimes. We just like the sound and like the feel of it.
Now, if they had a recruit of Civil War, how good shoot guns when this man do? Will he require a lot of training, Brandon?
Yes, he gonna require a lot of training, but they
what?
may just put him on the front line. He may be first one off the boat.
Shit, I don't think he got a shovel in his hand. He be the one digging ditches.
You're right.
Yeah.
Moving bodies. They call him great
and
digger.
loaded bus boxes.
So
yeah.
I know, I'm with you on that one.
And he's strong too.
Yeah.
He's strong but dumb.
But wait a minute.
Uh-huh.
How can we look at somebody and we can tell whether they're smart or not? Because I'm with
Brandon, you saw the gun, Brandon. You saw he pulled another gun out his book bag full of. You don't know it's full of loaded.
Is he holding the other gun behind his back?
Yes. I don't know what's one of the whole. I can't remember, but yes.
Now, have you ever been at the firing range, shooting one gun, holding another one behind you? Have you ever done anything like that? I'm not saying it's uncommon, but
I know. Only time I do that is on Call of Duty. You know, we switch weapons.
Right. So maybe that's what he's doing. He's doing some Call of Duty training.
Yeah.
Okay.
You see the AR people.
And this dude even bigger than the last dude with no socks on and a gut hanging out of his shirt.
All right, these guys are complaining about the noise. Why, brother?
Well, shooting a assault rifle is a loud thing, but
extremely.
extremely loud. It's like a cannon. It's like a cannon going off. Well, you know, when you're holding. I mean, that's just what it feels like. Most people, we wear eye protective stuff. We wear ear muffs, you know, to protect from the sound. They don't have any of that kind of stuff on. So,
And guys, I tested for hearing problems once a year for a decade. Once your ears, y'all don't know behind the scene. Brandon about bust my eardrums out earlier this week.
okay.
Once damage caused to your eardrums, it does not come back.
Yeah. And it's your ears are very sensitive after that, you know.
Correct. And you would not notice you are losing hearing, but everybody around you got to yell at you to talk to you.
Correct.
The young gentleman in the back, it was so loud, he's hitting his ears, people.
Right.
Because they ringing.
Right.
So, no, these guys needs leadership and a person to tell them how to use a gun.
Correct. Because, you know, you can record somebody shooting. You can try to record some of that sound, but you're not going to get the real impact, a real gun sound through a phone recording. It's just not going to happen. So it may not sound that loud when we're playing it right now, but in person, these guns, the shells they shooting, I don't know whether it's 223 or 5.
That's a 223.
Okay, it's extremely loud. It's extremely loud, and you can feel it. You can feel it in your chest every shot. So if you don't have no ear protection on, your ears are gonna be ringing a little bit. I know people like to try to go out here and make it look tough. You know, that's because that's what they're trying to do. To try to make it look like they don't care, they unbothered. But no, that stuff hurts. It's loud. They're trying to play it off.
And ladies and gentlemen, shoot a 223 or AK, or excuse me, shoot a rifle, a big rifle bullet inside a house in self-defense. You shoot one time, you will be on the floor crying.
Right.
Unless you put in earplugs.
Right. And even then, it's going to be really loud. You're going to wake up
bust
everybody.
your ears out. So you go hit a guy and your neighbor next door and bust your ears out in the process.
You say
now they got to pay $100,000 for a lawyer because you shot the person inside your house running away and your neighbor.
Right. Correct.
So some of these guns are foolish. If you ever see a person with an AR in their house for home defense, you got to be only like me. It's for people who's in a bigger institution.
Yeah, correct.
It ain't for JoJo and Pookie down the damn street. All right?
Right.
That bit. It's more in that bit.
So how many was that? About 5?
What? Now watch this, Brad. Now that gun hot.
Right. Dang.
You see?
Yeah. Ain't no way. And it be swinging it, just swinging it around.
Damn.
Look how he's swinging it. Because all they hear right now is that's all they hear in their ear.
Big boy right here. Big boy right here. He ain't hearing nothing. That's what I'm talking about. That's the problem with hearing damage. Because he shot the gun, he didn't hear it go off.
Right. Right. You talking about hello? Is what you look around. You can hear it.
He already took his hearing
down
a notch.
You know how they do in the war movies when something happened, it's just they kind of looking around, it's quiet, and it's just, you know, it's a lot of combat and it's loud, but you can't really hear anything. That's what he's kind of experiencing right now. He don't know how to process it. With somebody recording.
Go
ahead.
It went to him, but his body don't read that frequency no more, Brady. He just can't hear it no more.
Okay.
He can't hear that frequency no more. That's why I say it. You don't feel it. You don't feel it, but everybody around you knows something wrong with you. That's like this how hearing
works.
Damage works. If I'm talking to Brandon, imagine every time I say Brandon and those words are mute.
Muted.
Yeah. So it's like you getting stuff like you think
Right.
I'm the problem,
Right.
but it's really you, brother. You just can't hear that frequency. You
Right,
can't hear your
uh-huh.
name and you can't hear
Right.
the stuff. But I'm
Correct.
saying it.
Right.
These bitches know fuck.
I need Clifford and switch.
Don't jam. No jam. That big ass feedback.
No jam.
Ain't nothing over here.
Not jam over there way, man.
Hell no. Nothing.
Yeah. Last play, nigga, shit jam.
Like 3 bullets, he finna shoot. Oh, dude. And I think I still know how to bump that bit. Bump what? Do what? Bump it. That man over here talking about bumping that shit. Bump start, huh? Put it loaded yourself, cut.
What you want to bump out that back?
I did last time.
There you go. So guys, don't be like these people. Learn. Learn the how the gun safety. These jokers could have killed themselves.
Yeah. Easily.